We know that California, by many respects, has been very forward in its both adoption and implementation of election reforms. Redistricting efforts, right, are required by the U.S. Constitution. It can ensure the idea that districts reflect shifts and growth in their populations, right, to avoid things like vote dilution. One person, one vote is a constitutional requirement that requires each district to substantially equal in total population.
By far the times when we saw interest in redistricting peak was when draft maps were released and threatened to split apart communities.
There's a misconception among people who are new to this that it's about just drawing a district that's 50% of one racial or ethnic group. That's only step one, right? If the group doesn't vote cohesively or together, that's not doing much.
Even when we were doing our own research and trying to find as much information as possible, it was very difficult to find any information about this.
Some of the advocacy groups that I interviewed for the report said it would be helpful to have a little bit more detail on what is being done in terms of the racial polarization analyses and the Voting Rights Act data. The commissioners said they were overwhelmed with testimony and they couldn't figure out the low quality from the high quality testimony.
We would love to see jurisdictions do the same thing every 10 years when it comes to redistricting, really getting the word out.
I want to emphasize too that it's hyper-local. There isn't one thing that's going to fit every community in California. It needs that diversity of ways of reaching out. Local groups, those trusted messengers, need to be paid. They're working generally on a shoestring budget, and so they need money in order to be able to staff that kind of work.
We would say the biggest reform going forward that we can take is moving more ambitiously towards independent redistricting. We think that those sorts of reforms would be a major step forward for strengthening California's democracy and making sure that public participation remains the key driver for how lines are drawn in the future.